Okay, good morning, everybody. This section, I will introduce you to mainstream product lines. Meanwhile, products are divided into 3 groups: 2 mainstream, 6 niche, and 3 plus N. 2 mainstream product lines included the enclosed type and the LED driver. Enclosed power supply is mainly for the industrial application. It received a lot of good feedback from the customer, and this is one of the main products since Meanwhile started. Another product line is LED driver. As you know, it accounts around 50% of the company sales, and it is a very successful product line in the past decade. Next week, we will have a look at the new products of the 2 mainstream product lines. This is a table of the enclosed type models divided into the non-PFC and PFC type. Later show you the new models. Non-PFC, we have the LRS 450 and 300. This is an economic solution for the medium power. Please note that this is a harmonic requirement when using this product because of non-PFC design. On the right-hand side, PFC model, we have NSP 1600 and 3200 products. Most of the, because the NSP function are the same as the RSP, the dimension is exactly the same. Regarding the 3-phase input, RST7K5, RST15K, and SHP10K, they are newly launched products. Thanks to the parallel functions, with parallel functions, they can provide up to the 30 kW from the RST and over or even more, 40 kW from the SHP. Regarding the fanless solution, we have UHP and HEP series. Recently, they have been extended with a high voltage output version. We will talk about that later on. The first one is the NSP series. As I mentioned, NSP is the economic version of the RSP series. Control function has the PV functions, but it didn't have the PC function, parallel function, or digital communication. Other features are the same as RSP, including the remote on-off and the remote sense. The dimension is exactly the same as RSP. If customer project is price sensitive, NSP would be the good choice. By the way, NSP is designed to refer to semi-F47. Semi-F47 is required by the most of the semiconductor manufacturers. Since Taiwan is a major semiconductor production base, that has an advantage to promote NSP to this kind of application. RST7K5 and 15K are mainly for 3-phase installation. It supports wide input range according to the 3-phase and Y connection or delta connection. High output voltage with high efficiency supports PV and PC functions. Regarding the cooling ways, RC is available in water cooling and fan cooling version. Parallel functions, RC supports parallel connection up to the 30 kW. If 30 kW is not enough, we have SHP can support up to the 40 kW. SHP10K is a new generation with a high input and a high output voltage. Efficiency is up to 97%. Connect 4 units in parallel, you can get the 40 kW power. It also comes with a water cooling and a fan cooling version. Digital control, there has a CAN bus control, PM bus, and Modbus available. It is suitable for the industrial application, for example, UV or laser machine application. This is the 3-phase high power model comparison table for reference. for low output voltage requirement, for example, 24, 36, or 48 volt output, we have RST 5K and 10K model. If the demands require high power with a high output voltage, you can consider RST 7K5, RST 50K, and SHP 10K. All of them has a remote on-off, DC-OK, OTP protection. One thing I would like to point out is the PV function of the RST 7K5 and 15K. The PV can be trained output voltage down to the 1%. It's suitable for the electrolysis system or charging application, which needs a power supply to be driven under the low voltage condition. This diagram shows you the difference of the RST and the SHP three-phase connection. Both of them support delta and the Y connection. Basically, the difference is RST has an additional neutral terminal to be connected. The advantage is RST provides the possibility for the single phase usage. On the other hand, since SHP doesn't need the neutral wiring, it's easier on the input installation than the RST. When we talk about the enclosed type with fanless design, the first model pop up in mind is UHP. Since UHP is launched on 2018, UHP is very popular in the industrial or household applications. As we know, nowadays, more and more applications have a concern of audio noise, and mostly the noise comes from the fan. Without a rounding fan, you don't have the noise issue anymore. Now, high voltage output version is available, and it comes with various communication ways to control UHP. For example, PV-PC, CAN bus, PM bus. It also has an E version. E version means the UHP supplies powers only, doesn't offer any control functions. Small power than the 500 watt, UHP has 60335 certification. Power higher than 500 watt is designed referred to 60335. So therefore, if you have a high power demand for the household application, you may check our cells for the possibility. Some industrial applications are installed in the harsh environment, high temperature or high humidity. In this case, HEP is the best choice for the application. This year, new HEP is released with a high power 2300 watt and with the high output voltage up to the 380 volt. HEP series is designed against a harsh environment. The enclosure of the HEP 2300 is a fine shaped design, and the inside body is fully parted. Regarding the wire type, from this photo, you can see the model is a terminal type. HEP also have the wire version with the IP67 protection. Furthermore, HEP 55 version has an optional function for the charging purpose. Charging curve can be set on a 2-stage or 3-stage freely by the SBP programmer. If you prefer HEP is delivered with the customized charging curve, you are welcome to contact our sales for this kind of demand. We can see from this slide, HEP has a various output type available, terminal type, wire type, and the connect type. Mounting method, you can choose either horizontal place to place the HEP or rail mount or a side mount on the payload. The mounting accessories are available as well. Please contact our sales if needed. If the application is single phase with and it needs a high our output voltage from the power supply. We have those models for the solution. If customer needs a high power with superior function, then CSP 3000 would be the great choice. If prefer to have the digital control, then UHP, HEP, and the PHP could be the options. For the outdoor or harsh environment, the HEP is the best one to have. Regarding the control protocol, PM bus, CAN bus, and the Modbus are very common to be used in the industrial application. PM bus is a public protocol and targeted at the digital measurement of the power supply. It is a two-wire communication protocol based on the I2C. CAN bus full name is a controller area network. It's a robust vehicle bus standard designed to allow microcontroller and the devices to communicate to each other application without the host computer. It's a message-based protocol designed originally for the multiple electric wire without the automobile to save on copper, but it also can be used in many other applications. Modbus is a data communication protocol for use with its programmable logic controller, which is a PLC. Modbus is very popular in the industrial environment because it is openly published and royalty-free. It was developed for the industrial application. It's relatively easy to be deployed and maintained compared with other standards. This table is the new products of protocol. Most of the high power have the PM bus and the CAN bus versions. Modbus is also available in the SHP and the HEP. Note NSP series has a PV function only. If customer needs a PC function or parallel function, please check RSP series. Here are the high voltage applications for your reference. Laser cutting machine and the UV current machine needs a high energy in the production process, and centralized bus power is typical horticultural application for powering the luminaire with high voltage. High power with a high voltage has an advantage from the temperature concern because the high voltage runs with a low current. If high power running with a low voltage, you can imagine the high current would be bringing up to a high heat. It's more potential risk for those application or system. Next category is LED drivers. Left side is a plastic casing and right-hand side is a metal casing. I would like to point out the new models in red. LCM40TW Tunable-White complies 32 DTA standard. It has a very low minimum dimming level down to a 0.2%. NHDD is for a high DC input usage. DALI controller DLC02 provides 2 DALI channels. In each channel, DALI bus is integrated. No need to install extra DALI bus power supply. CANs to DALI gateway version is also available on the DLC. About the metal casing LED driver, XLG is a cost-effective solution for the LED application. Now, DALI 2 version is on the way from the 50 watt up to the 320 watt. Expect it will be launched in the first quarter of next year. First, let's have a look at the XLG series. The power range is from the 20 watt up to the 320 watt. XLG enclosure is metal casing and fully padded with IP protection. No matter it's indoor or outdoor, XLG is no problem to be used in the most of LED applications. We heard a lot of customers' voice to ask for the DALI 2 version. Therefore, DALI 2 is under development and it will be launched next year. From the 50 watt to 320 watt, we'll have the DALI 2 version. Additionally, some application needs aux power for the fan to cool down the luminaire. In this upgrade, XLG will implement 12-volt aux power in the models from the 150 watt to the 320 watt. SLD is a long-shaft type LED driver. This time we extend the power range up to the 150 watt. 12 volt and 24 volt are CC and CV model, and 48 and 56 are CP mode. Because of a long shaft, it can hidden in the cable tray or hidden in the edge of the sideboard. SLD 150 is certified with the 61345 and the 60335. Means it's not only can be used for the lighting application, but also can be used in the household application. Expect SLD 150 will be released on the next Q1. Next is LCM 40 TW. TW means it's a support Tunable-White. It maintains all LCM shape and functions, for example, dip switch and the push dim function. Furthermore, it supports the DALI DT6 and DT8 function. You might have a question, what is the DT6 and what is DT8? DALI defined the device type in the different categories. DT6 means a normal LED driver. It can be dim with a log curve or linear curve. DT8 included the Tunable-White and RGB color control. Tunable-White is a driver with dual channel to mix the color in the cool white and the warm white color and achieve various color temperature. LCM TW has a 2-channel output. You can set the output either in the DT6 or DT8 mode. For example, if we use LCM in DT8, means the one channel for the cool white and another channel for the warm white. Regarding the DT6, either set the LCM in the 1-channel DT6 output or set 2-channel for the dual DT6 output. 2-channel DT6 output means they can control 2 lamps independently with 2 DALI address. LCM has TW version has a very low minimum dimming level. Each channel minimum level can down to the 0.2%. Tunable-White version is released on May this year. If you have a question or feedback, you have a high demand for the RGB control, please feel free to let us know. Regarding the DC centralized bus application, this picture is a concept of the DC house to show us how it works. The power source could be from the AC grid or from the solar panel. On the left-hand side, you can see the AC is from the grid. There is a SHP 7K5 convert power to the DC bus. And inside the house, every device is powered by the DC bus. On the right-hand side, we have another power source from the solar panel. The DC house idea is to save energy from converting the AC to DC and the DC to AC. When we check deeply, actually almost all the applications in-house are running with DC, for example, the LED lamps or coffee machine or TV. They always need an adapter in the front to convert AC to DC. Furthermore, if you want to store energy, traditionally AC have to be converted to the DC to save energy into the battery. When you want to use the battery energy to light on the LED luminaires, for example, you have use an inverter to convert the DC to AC, and inside the LED luminaire, it will convert the AC to DC again. Nowadays, LED lighting becomes more and more popular in the residential or commercial buildings. You can imagine it's waste a lot of energy during the converting process. So let's take a look at what we can have for the DC house lighting solution. An HDD is designed for the DC centralized bus application. High input voltage is 380 volt. Constant current output dimension is very small, very easy to be designed in a project with a limited space. Wire type or pin type are available. It also have the DOB type for designer to integrate into the luminaire circuit. The safety is certified with lighting standard. It's no problem to be used in the lighting application. And this one is the demo example in the Taiwan office. The office lighting is powered by the 380 volt DC bus. And HDD take power from the DC bus to light on the luminaires. In this setup, the configuration including a DLC02 and the DAP04 to achieve dimming purpose. A DALI dimmer send a command to the DLC, and DLC pass the command to the DAP. Then DAP generate a PWM style signal to drive an HDD. From this demo, you can see the whole office lighting is running in a centralized DC bus structure. Next is the DLC02 DALI controller. In the DALI 2 lighting system, the key component is the controller. Last year, we launched DLC02, a powerful DALI 2 controller. It supports not only the DT6 and the DT8 LED driver, but also support the DALI input device from the port 301 to port 304. For example, the DALI dimmer or DALI sensor, etc. DLC has two DALI channel output. Both DALI channels are integrated with the DALI bus power, so no need to add additional DALI power supply on the DALI 9. Each channel supports up to the 64 devices. Maximum 128 DALI driver can be installed and to be controlled by the DLC. Some special functions are included. For example, the timer to set a time to X lamp to do some action in a specific day and the time. Sequencer allows the user to customize a series of brightness, value, and the color gradients with limited cycle or unlimited cycles. Daylight saving is useful for the European user. User don't have to adjust time when on the DLC when the season change. All parameters can be done by the DLC02 software. The software can be downloaded from the Minwell website. Additionally, DLC has a KNX version as a gateway for the KNX lighting solution. Maybe some of you has experience of DLC. You are always welcome to give us the feedback. We will keep fine-tuning the functions and make it more useful and more powerful. Basic configuration is as this diagram. In the beginning, connect a laptop on the DLC to set all the parameters by the DLC02. DLC software is provided from the Minwell and it can be downloaded from our website. For example, we want to use this black wall dimmer to control the LCM and the PWM LED drivers. In the DLC software, you just pair the left button to the LCN and pair the right button to the PWM. And after all those pairing and parameterization are done, download the parameter into the devices, and you can remove the laptop from the DLC. Then daily lighting system will work properly according to your setting in the DLC software. If we expanded the configuration, DLC can combine DC centralized bus concept to make the solution as this picture. The main bus is 380 volt, which is supplied from the UHP 1500. HDD take the power from the bus 9 to power on the luminaire. All the NHDD are controlled by the DAP. There is a DLC02KN, KNX version in the front to convert the KNX signal to the DALI signal, and then control devices after the DAP. With KNX system, the configuration can be very huge and providing the flexibility for the building automation application. This is a real project in Taiwan. DLC02 is used to control the luminaire for a watch shop. I heard that this watch is quite expensive, handmade, and very luxury. The shop wall is designed a radial strap. The shape is the same as the watch panel. In this project, customer required the LED light color on the wall can be changed with a different RGB color. Therefore, DLC with a DTA function is the ideal DALI controller to make this happen. Let's have a summary of this presentation. Two mainstream product line, including enclosed type and LED driver. Enclosed type, we always certify them with the 6236A. If you have demands for the 60335 or 6155A, but you found a design model, you don't have this certification, please check our sales for the possibility. A lot of the industrial application needs power supply with high voltage output. UHP, HEP, and the CSP would be the solution. For the outdoor application, we recommend to use the UHP and HEP. If the project requires IP protection, please choose a HEP wire type model. Regarding the LED driver, DC house could be a trend in the future. If you have a demand, we are ready for that. Furthermore, a new XLG DALI 2 model will be launched on the next year. LCM40 TW is a dual output channel, can fulfill DTA Tunable-White demand. Regarding the building automation, DLC02KN is the gateway to bridge DALI and the KNX products. It also can be combined DC centralized bus concept to build up the lighting system for the building. By the way, I just come back from a light building 3 weeks ago. We got a lot of positive feedback of the KNX product. If you have any question or the feedback, please feel free to share with us. And next presentation is the 6 niche and the 3+N products. I will pass it to the Hank. Thank you.